Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading. It's a cold and gloomy afternoon here in the Western Cape in South Africa. The weather is just a little bit strange at the moment and life is just a little bit strange at the moment. But anyway, I'm going to forge ahead with some royal readings today. Gossipy readings today, fun gossipy readings to entertain us. Yesterday's reading was a little bit heavy and I need some light relief. I'm sure you do as well. And so I have the Tarot of Curious Creatures on the tarot table today. There it is, a beautiful tarot deck. It's lovely to read with. And I've got a rather curious creature in mind, Elton John. He is of course on his latest farewell tour, shall we say, latest farewell tour, and a rumour is going around that things are less than cozy with the Harkles. I'm going to shuffle the cards a little bit more as I talk to you. The rumour is that Elton, who has been very generous with his private jets, his holiday homes, his support to the Harkles. David Furnish, of course, was involved with Meghan in that television series that Netflix decided not to stream. Pearl. Anyway, Elton John being very loyal and supportive towards Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in all kinds of ways. But things have gone rather quiet, and the rumour is that Elton John bugs his private jet and overheard things being said about him by the Harkles while they were availing of his hospitality. Less than flattering things, so the rumour goes. Let's remind you right now that this is a tarot reading for entertainment purposes. This is all just my opinion. It is all speculation. I read on the royals because they're archetypal, and archetypes are useful learning experiences. And there is, of course, a disclaimer in the box below. Please read it and form your own opinions about all of this. But I'm going to do a 5-card reading, and I'm going to dig around and into the energy of this rumour. And this idea that things might have got a little bit frosty between the Harkles and Elton John. It is interesting to note that nobody of those celebrity friends, nobody has come out and said, oh, we've read Spare and we really endorse it and we can see how Harry has suffered and all the rest of it. There has been something of a deathly silence among those A-list celebrity friends, and Elton John also has been noticeably silent. The Harkles did pop up when he was busy with that tour in LA, in California, and say all the right things, but possibly said the right things a little bit too late. So we're going to have a look and see what's going on. When I read on Elton John and the Harkles, I get as my energy interpretation of the situation that there is some bit of conflict of interests with Elton John, shall we say. And we've got a very interesting card that's come out here as the underlying energy. Woohoo! 10 of Swords. That is a stabbing and a backstabbing card. If ever there was one, the 10 of Swords, the ultimate betrayal. Normally in the ordinary Rider-Waite, somebody lying face down dead with 10 swords in their back. Wow, this is devastating. If this really happened, this is a devastating blow. Treachery of the highest order. He can't believe it. That such a things could be said. They could be so allegedly, so mean, so cruel, so vicious, while, as I say, availing himself allegedly of his hospitality, his private jet. They can't afford their own. There has been a rumour that Meghan has been out shopping for her own private jet, possibly because she has alienated Elton John. Anyway, that is a rumour. Let's see, has there been a fallout? The situation, please. To universe, has there been a fallout? Oh, yes, there has. We get the Chariot card, but the Chariot card in the reverse stopped in its tracks this journey that they were on together. Chariot card is about driving forward, it's about ambition, it's about going places. in the reverse. Going places, travel. It's literally one of the travel cards in the tarot deck. On those private jets all over the place, all over the world, in reverse, stopped. The wheels have come right off this relationship, in my opinion. Big card, major arcana. We're getting some pretty harsh cards. Let's take the... let's just leave that one there, just to amuse ourselves, because it's the Empress and it's the Mother. And one of the things that people speculate might have been that Elton John might have helped with. We all know that Elton John had children, availed of the services of surrogates for his children. Just saying. Empress card, Mother. And in her red shoes and her red dress. So let's move on. That's an interesting card to show up as a second underlying energy. Ten of Swords, we've got the Chariot in reverse, a journey that has stopped, wheels come off. And how does Elton John feel about the Harkles right now? The Hermit. He's withdrawn. Hermit is, of course, Harry. When we do these readings, it's the Virgo card, the Hermit, but it is withdrawing, going quiet, going inward, wanting some quiet time, the Hermit, wanting to just be alone, retreating. That's what I get from the Hermit. He feels that he needs to withdraw from the situation and have a think. The Hermit always has that lantern, well, mostly in depictions of the Hermit, because the Hermit is going inward, seeking for answers in their own intuition, in their own quiet places. Hermit, looking for answers, soul searching. That's what the Hermit does when the Hermit is upright. We're getting big cards here, major arcana coming out. And of course, that is our underlying energy. The Ten of Swords, the card of ultimate betrayal, rock bottom, the end. Tens are always endings. So how do the Harkles feel about Elton John right now? They did come out, as I said, with all those pretty words, that recorded message. How do they really feel? I've got the Five of Wands in reverse. There's conflict here. Conflict. Conflict between people who were once close. The Five of Wands, that's the card. It's a card about competition. I've got two competition cards, just by the way, because the Chariot is also about competition and ambition. And then the Five of Wands is a very competitive card. It's a dirty dealing card. I particularly read it as that in these royal readings, playing dirty. It's a very unpleasant energy. Let's just say that. It's sitting with the Ten of Swords here in this reading. Dirty dealings. Using a situation to get ahead. You could easily say that they've exploited the situation with Elton John. A lot of people speculate that Elton John has been particularly kind towards the Harkles because of what went on with Princess Diana and that friendship that failed at some point. It was smoothed over in the time just before her death. But a lot of people speculate that he's been particularly kind and generous to Prince Harry out of a sense of perhaps obligation, shall we say, towards his friend. And that Five of Wands is a very ugly energy. In the reverse, it's a particularly ugly energy of exploiting a situation, taking advantage of somebody because of the desire to get ahead. Using that situation to get ahead. That's how I personally am interpreting this card in this tarot reading for entertainment purposes. So let's see. Did Elton John hear something on the QT? The behind the scenes card, the what we don't know, the hidden energy of this reading. Did he hear something that changed his mind about the Harkles that he didn't enjoy? Nine of Cups. I'm getting the idea with that Nine of Cups that there might have been drunkenness. The Nine of Cups is very much an indulgence card, heavy drinking card, lush kind of energy. Perhaps while that guard was down because of alcohol or other substances, things might have been said that in the sober light of day wouldn't have been said. That's how I'm reading that Nine of Cups. That in their cups, one of them or both of them might have said something that was a little bit nasty and that caused a lot of pain and that sense of betrayal. I'm not getting a friendship here. I'm getting betrayal. I'm getting a roadblock, an ending of a journey. I'm getting no more access to the private jet. I'm getting him retreating from the situation. I'm getting hardcore energy of allegedly exploiting the situation for their own benefit, drunkenness or some other form of intoxication, saying things in that state that caused hurt, and outcome for the friendship. Is it going to be fixed? Is it going to be over? How's it going to go in future for the Harkles and Elton John? How's it going to go? Yeah, it's done. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles in reverse though. There's Harry and Meghan and the dog, the beagle. Wow. Fancy a beagle showing up. Well, yeah, it's a beagle. It's a beagle and there are crocodiles. The Harkles are crocodiles in this card. Crocodiles wanting those 10 pentacles. There's our red dress again. Just by the way, how interesting that universe told me to look at that card and keep it out here on the tarot table. I love it when universe speaks so clearly. And 10 of Pentacles in reverse, that's it, it's done. You wanted my money, you wanted my mansions in the Med, or wherever they are, south of France, you wanted access to the holiday stuff and the private jet. No more, done. It's over. According to this reading, it's over. These celeb things, what goes on behind closed doors. We might never hear this. We might never get actual proof of it. But this is an energy reading. This is my opinion on this rumor. It does not bode well for the friendship. Tens are endings. What did I say? With that Ten of Swords, we've got two tens. Two endings. With the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, that's it. You're out. And go find some freebies somewhere else. Whew. Quite an energy off this reading. Heated. I'm feeling quite, he is an Aries, Elton John. Aries, yeah. Warrior sign. You don't mess with an Aries. Not at all. So that's the reading. A little bit of gossip to warm things up. Thanks for watching. On to the next one.